Hey, what's up, folks? We just got back in from second trip here, and we was able to take this guy here with us on vacation, and we just got back in town. As I said, I figured I'd go and do a video on it real quick because this has absolutely blown my mind. Right, baby? Yeah, this gun here is the Famas Airsoft or Soft Air. A lot of different names for this gun. We bought it off of Amazon for like $167 shipping it all. But it's got several different names. The names that this gun was listed under was like a Forging Legion, but then I looked it up some other places that had it as a Palco, something like that, and it's also was listed under Cybergun, and these are all pretty much the same guns. The only difference I've seen, it was a different brand out there of a FAMAS that was made like this, but the barrel on it was different. The barrel was all plastic, but this one's all metal. The barrel of it is anyway, and it's got a lot of plastic parts and mix and match of plastic and metal all through it. But anyway, I just want to make this clear for some of the people, because I was seeing some of the reviews on this gun, and I can almost say this: I almost sent it back myself. Um, it was just mainly figuring out the gun and how to actually operate the gun, because what ends up happening, the first thing we ran into is once we got the battery in, that was a challenge because the styrofoam they give you is too big. So it's a struggle to put the battery in the cartridge. So we just removed that styrofoam out. It goes in fine now. But the other issue we realized though is that these little cheap connectors are just no good. The connector that's inside the gun, the wire would come out the housing. So I had to end up fixing that. But once that was done, it was fine. It was shooting the way it was supposed to. The next we ran into jamming with this gun, and basically what ended up happening was, if you don't follow through when you're pulling the trigger, like if you can't have commit. Other words, you can't pull this in and not pull it all the way back to where it fires. If you do that, it's going to jam in semi mode. It's going to jam every single time. You got to follow through with the shots. If you're gonna pull the trigger, you got to do it all the way through. If not, it'll jam. But we got the rod out thinking, okay, we'll just unjam it with the rod, and that became into a major pain because these pieces that's on the end of it, they're not even glued on. They'll slide right off. Both ends will. And I ended up getting this end stuck in the gun, man. Which again, another reason I almost sent it back. But I was able to get a screwdriver and push this little piece back out. But the remedy I found for when it jams, if it jams in semi mode, all you got to do is switch it to full auto, and it'll be able to blow the jam BB through it with no issues at all. But other than that, once I figured out what the gun likes, the do's and don'ts with it, it is highly freaking accurate. I got a chronograph, FS chronograph I should put on it so I can get the actual feet per second on it, but it's thumping hard, y'all. And it's, from where we're sitting right now to this box we got set up there, I give or take 10 yards. Maybe it is not 15 yards, it's maybe 10 yards or so. But it is putting these BBs on top of each other. I mean, I was hitting them, and I was making one solid hole, and I thought the gun was jamming. But it was hitting the same hole every single time. It is just unbelievable. And even in full auto, it's still making a super tight group. But anyway, just a quick video on this gun. Just let people know it's a good gun. You just got to tinker with it and know what the gun likes and dislikes. I did not have to mess with the backs on it. And I am using these BBs here, 25 grain Crossmans. And it's loving it. It's highly accurate. It's a good gun. I recommend it to anybody that want to get in on something cheap and not break the bank. That's worth it.